What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and in this video we go deep diving into keyword research and we explore what the absolute best keyword research tool is for Kindle Direct. And I think you're going to be surprised. As somebody pointed out in the last video, they said, Liz, why are you bashing Publisher Rocket? And my response to it was because I hate their data. So in this video, yeah, I am a bit of a hater. I'm gonna show you why I don't like their data and a heck of a lot more. But right now, I gotta get out to this parade. They're having a parade on my block for first responders. So I gotta find my rubber chickens and jump out there. But other than that, here we go. Let's jump straight in. All right, so we're here on my actual screen share, and what you're gonna notice is I actually pulled these actual keywords, and this is data that comes straight from Amazon. So these actual keywords are from numerical order 1 all the way on to 1.5 million, the most popular keywords in all of Amazon. So to give you an idea, right at this very moment, number 1 is face mask. About a couple weeks ago, number 1 was toilet paper, and so forth. So it's a pretty easy way to gauge which keywords are red hot on Amazon and which keywords you should be going for, and or which keywords that the general population is using to find the products they want to find. So I did a search for the keyword activity, and here's what came back. You'll see a lot of toys are in the top 5, but then right here at number 6 is this keyword. It's activity books for kids ages 4 to 8. So this is where the actual research and comparison starts. So what I'm going to show you with the rest of the information that I gathered is I used 4 tools altogether to get the absolute best keyword data to find out which tool reigns supreme and which tool just flat out sucks, and you should save your money. I'm not going to sell you anything. If you want the tools, you go for them, and I'm going to show you the data based on the tools. Now, keep in mind, the only way to get this particular data right here is by having a brand registered with Amazon and a trademark. So if you go out there and you get a trademark, you can register to have access to this data, which is invaluable. So right here, we'll see activity books for kids ages 4 to 8. The reason I keep saying that is because this keyword is going to be super important in a minute. And you'll also see activity books for kids ages 3 to 5. Both obviously do really well. Activity books for kids ages 4 to 8 is what's called a 36,000 SFR search frequency, and 3 to 5 is 58,000. So what does this mean? Like I said, face mask is number 1, meaning face mask is the most popular keyword in America, hands down. Now, this one is the 36,000th most popular keyword. What do all those mean in numbers? Well, I'll show you in a second, and there really is no true way to define how much money that means, but I'm going to show you the comparison of the 3 tools that I actually did so you can see for yourself that one tool is way the hell off their rocker. So let's go ahead and start looking at these. So again, remember those numbers. I put them here to the side, and what I wanted to show you is a comparison first off in what these actual keywords make. So remember, activity books for kid is the most popular, followed by activity books for kids ages 3 to 5. And I also looked up Skip Hop Activity Center, which is kind of right in the middle. It's at 55,000. And if we take a look at what they make in terms of money, I'm going to use the free extension from Helium 10 to show you how much money's being made in the activity book niche for kids ages 3 to 5. Average revenue is 42,000 and average BSR is 939. They are selling insanely well. You'll see a lot of these are over the 10,000 mark. Now again, this is because of coronavirus right now, and I'll show you how I can tell that and how you can tell it too. But in general, these are the averages for that particular keyword. Now, if we look at activity books for kids ages 4 to 8, which according to the tool that we just saw is one of the top ones, the top word in terms of sales. And again, this BSR is a lot less than the last one, and the average revenue is also a little bit less than what we saw earlier, right? So what does that tell me? Well, it tells me that as of right now, the 3 to 5 seems to be the more profitable one if you get on page 1, although the numbers don't show that, right? And again, when we talk about the popularity of a keyword, just because a keyword has a lot more popularity and a lot more search volume does not mean you get sales. Remember that, because that is key. Now with this Skip Hop Activity Center, which was said to be not as popular as either one of those, the BSR also shows that it's not as popular, right? 10,000, and the revenue obviously shows a lot more because it's a higher priced item. But all in all, it's not really doing any better in terms of sales amount. And again, that could just be because of the price of it, but it's still doing pretty good. It's still making a lot of money. The average actual sales revenue of this one is $100,000, right? $100,000. And these guys, if we just look at number of sales, like the top guy is selling 3,700 compared to these actual books, you'll see some selling 18,000, and obviously they're a lot less. So we really can't tell anything from that, but I just wanted to show you how this can vary. Now let me show you where it gets real. So pay close attention if you haven't already, and if you're already bored out of your mind, don't worry, I'm getting to a conclusion, so you don't want to miss that at the end. But let's now look at the 2 keyword tools that I use other than the brand analytics, which I showed you earlier. The first one is Magnet by Helium 10. And what we'll notice is that it says for the 3 to 5 activity books for kids ages 3 to 5, this one has a search volume of 6,600. And if we look at the ages 4 to 8, this has a search volume of 10,500. So what does that tell us? Again, it tells us that 4 to 8 gets a lot more searches, but as we just saw in the total numbers, 3 to 5 gets a lot more sales. So again, everything looks good, right? If we understand this, what this basically means, let me quickly explain search volume just so that you hang in there. Search volume is the number of people that are searching for this particular keyword term on a monthly basis on Amazon. Now remember, if you looked at brand analytics, it just gave something called an SFR, which is just the keyword popularity. However, these tools have an exact search volume, which gives you an estimated number of people or searches per month. Now I want you to remember that keyword right there, estimated. What that means is they're making a logical guess based off of all the information that they have collected for years and years as to how many people would be searching this per month. And let's compare that to its competitor, Market Intelligence. So if we go into Market Intelligence, you'll see that I did the 3 to 5 and the 4 to 8. And we first start by actually comparing to the 4 to 8. We're going to see what keyword estimates Market Intelligence gives the ages 4 to 8.
A few moments later.
And unfortunately, one of Market Intelligence not so strong suits is the fact that it takes a fucking year and plus just to get one calculation on screen. So here I am minutes later, and what we'll see is that the estimated search volume for this is 9479. So if we compare that to what we saw with Helium 10, it was about 10,500. They're very similar, correct? I would agree. Wouldn't you agree? Right? Okay, so now let's look at 3 to 5. And to look at 3 to 5, I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to do the same thing.
A few moments later.
Oh, sorry, I was taking a nap. That thing took forever. And here we're going to get 6990 total searches. If we go back to actual Helium 10, it's about 6642, very much in line, right? And again, these are 2 pretty ginormous Amazon tool companies that are the top of the litter. They are rocking and rolling. They're making a lot of money. They have a ton of subscribers, and they even have data scientists on their payroll with $500,000 salaries per year. And I know this because I know people that actually work at these companies, and I've heard this information from them. So I would have to say that they know what they're doing. Now, I know in one of the last videos, one of the viewers said, "Why are you bashing Publisher Rocket? Show us proof." I'm about to show you proof of why I do not suggest anyone gets Publisher Rocket, why I think it's a total waste of money, and I think that the only reason a lot of people say to get it is because they get a commission. Now again, I'm not affiliated with them in any way whatsoever. Yes, I am affiliated with Helium 10. Actually, not even Helium 10, only Market Intelligence, and that's only because I use it in my personal Amazon store. I use it for its keyword capabilities, and I also use it, pretty much that's it. Now I use Helium 10, the actual fast way to get total sales, because Market Intelligence takes forever and a day. But for keywords, I 100% use it. So let's see why I'm hyped up about the fact that you should save your money and not ever get Publisher Rocket. All right, so here we have ages 3 to 5. And here's what we're gonna notice. Number one, number of competitors way off. It says it's 9,550. I think it's close to 70,000 in some cases if you search out in books. And if you search out of books, it's like 20,000, which doesn't make any sense. Again, sometimes Amazon doesn't make any sense. Here's the average monthly earning. So if you actually look at the average monthly earning, it's 246 versus activity books for kids ages 3 to 5 cheap, which I find it very difficult to believe that people are adding an extra word at the end of there and it's selling more than ages 3 to 5. And here's the beautiful thing. If you go for this keyword, there's only 131 monthly searches, which means that there's only 131 people in America searching for this keyword term at this very month. Does that sound very logical, right? I totally don't think so. 131 people for that keyword term. Of course we can rank for it, right? Competition scores low. Of course we can do this so easy. And that's exactly why so many of you out there are selling your books so successfully, because it's easy to rank for this term according to Publisher Rocket. All right, now let's look at ages 4 to 8. Okay, so here we have 4 to 8. This time, this particular keyword has a $251 monthly earning and 585 estimated Amazon monthly searches. So what you mean to tell me here is that the 36,000th most popular keyword in all of Amazon is only having 585 people search for it in a single month. That, my friends, is no freaking way. That, my friends, is why I say you should save your money. You should thank me for saving your money for you, and you should go out with that money instead and have a bunch of drinks. Fuck it. This tool is not a good tool to spend your money on for the simple fact that it's a waste. Now, I will say this much. Helium 10 and market intelligence are going to cost you a little bit more, but at least you're going to get data that's pretty close to what it truly is. It's the closest you'll get other than being able to get a trademark company and get that data straight from Amazon. And even then, Amazon does not give you the exact actual keyword volume. They give you the popularity score. Now, I will say this much. There is a way to get the exact keyword sales, we'll call it, and or the estimated words that actually give you real sales. And that is the black hat way. I've seen it. There are sites that sell this. It is going to cost you some money. And in the next video, I will show you one of those actual reports that I got by actually analyzing the farting animals coloring book. So if you've ever wondered about farting animals, then the next video is something that you definitely want to check out. But once again, as I said before, if you are considering a keyword tool, I would consider one of the higher end ones, whether you buy it through my link or not. I don't care if you don't. It doesn't really make a difference to me. I'm just trying to save you $97 and use that $97 for at least 1 month of Helium 10 and our market intelligence in order to get this data. And then you can quit after that, right? You can use it. You can try and use it to rank your first book, make some money in your pocket until you subscribe again. But other than that, that is a video. That's a wrap. Hopefully you learned a lot more about keywords and how they're actually searched for on Amazon, as well as found by our customers. At the end of the day, this series is meant to help you become more of a ninja at keywords in general. So if you have any questions or comments, post them below. I always personally answer those, and I will see you in the next video.